Pretty wild game. In their previous 9 wins, 8 of them were comeback wins. We talked about when they get down, they're just a tough-minded team. They're gonna keep coming at you. They made a furious run, and our guys responded the best way that you could with poise and aggression, and by giving each other energy. And this is just all part of becoming a battle-tested team for us. So, really good win. Obviously, a very, very good trip. Defensively, we're continuing to make some progress, which is really good. Tyrese had a 2020, which is the second in team history, and only the second all-time without any turnovers. So he and Chris Paul are the only 2 guys to go for 20 and 20 in single games and not have any turnovers, which is pretty remarkable. So congratulations to him. That's an amazing feat. And then obviously, this morning he had to step out of the shoot around. His back was tight. They worked on him for a couple of hours, and I was surprised that he played based on how he was presenting this morning. But we've got the best medical staff in the league, and they were able to figure out the problem and get it corrected. And obviously he did well.
Rick, as you continue to make subtle changes to the defense throughout the season, to see it have these last 4 games that you keep referencing have been lower point totals for your opponent, and then tonight to have it be the reason that you can go on a 9-minute run of no baskets and still hang on for a win. How pleased are you with that progress so that, and do you think it can continue to be at that level going forward?
We just got to be process driven with the whole thing. Time will tell, but our approach is going to be the same. We're going to keep working on it religiously. I think our guys are realizing that how important it is to be better defensively, and we've got to take pride in it as a group. And so I was real proud of the way that the guys really stuck together. This is as loud a building as you're going to get in that kind of situation. Everything's going wrong. They come back, take a 3 or 4 point lead, whatever it was, and we just kept playing. And we finally got a couple of good stops with some momentum going the other way, and then went on a big run back at them. And that's how you got to do it. You got to keep attacking. You got to keep playing. The other good thing for the majority of the game, we did a good job of avoiding fouls. And DeRozan was getting baskets in the first half, but he wasn't living at the free throw line, and that's something that is important. So, some very good things. Obviously, the run they went on, we made mistakes. We took some bad shots. We had turnovers. We didn't defend well. We'll study that stuff, learn from it, and get ready for Saturday.
Do you have any trigger in the 4th quarter on when Tyrese comes back in, whether that's a specific score margin for the team or a time on the clock or anything like that, or is it just a feeling kind of moment? And tonight specifically, what did you tell him when he came back in? Because that seemed to turn the game.
It seemed like when we had gone from a 25-point lead to a 2 or 3 point deficit, it was time to get him back in.
Sure.
You asked. And look, it's, you can play him the whole game. I mean, he's that good. But we've got to get him through the season, and 37 minutes is about my threshold. And Drew and some of the other second unit guys were stuck out there when the thing was going haywire, and those guys did some very good things during that tough stretch. Mathurin got to the basket one time and got fouled. Drew got the ball in the basket once or twice, and it's just tough sledding out there because they are a tough-minded team, and at some point in the game it's going to be a rock fight, and that's what it was. And so we weathered it, and the score will be a bit deceiving, but it's a good win for us.
Rick, you've mentioned the hostile environment tonight, and everyone will pay attention to Tyrese's 20 assists, but he looked like he displayed some composure, some leadership on the bench when the Bulls were making that run. What did you notice when he was clapping up everyone?
Yeah, no, listen, he's a player that plays with great emotion, but he's really learned how to channel those emotions the right way to be the ultimate leader of this team. In the timeouts when things were going haywire, he was just saying, hey, we're good, let's just stick together, give each other energy, a couple stops, and we'll be in good shape. And he was absolutely right. And so it's a great environment for growth, and certainly winning the game is very helpful too. But for a young team, as I mentioned, this is an important experience to have.
We had to get bigger. I think we did. Just rebounding's been phenomenal. I think Obi topping that rebounds tonight. That was huge. And just us as a whole lineup, getting bigger, just getting more active on defense helped a lot.
A game like this tonight, where they go on that huge run, you guys couldn't hit a shot for like 9 minutes, but you're still ahead when the stretch ends. Does that kind of speak to what you built on that end of the floor in these last couple of weeks?
That's just NBA basketball, man. Game of runs. We're in their house. They got started getting downhill. They're in the bonus. Give credit to them. They took advantage of that opportunity, and we weathered the storm.
They're up 3. You had a block. I think that kind of jump-started everything. Do you remember that sequence getting things started?
Yeah, no, I had a block. I think either Buddy or Tyrese hit a 3 after that, and it kind of got us going. Then Tyrese came down, hit another 3, and then he just took over. It's been going pretty much since he's been here and whatnot. It's phenomenal to watch, phenomenal to be a part of. But everything does start with our defense. I think this is probably our best defensive game. I think Pelicans like 104 points, season low. And just overall, man, I think we're growing as a group, and that was the goal, from training camp, just to grow as the season came along.
Just slowing down, being patient, getting stops. They didn't run anything special. They just, DHO, got downhill, and just got to the rim when they wanted to. We had to take a stand, find a way to get some stops, and then get out and play in transition.
Situation, you guys go on the road, you've been struggling. How big are these 2 wins against Houston and Chicago?
I think they're big because these are 2 scrappy teams, 2 teams that are playing really well. We've made defense an emphasis over the last couple weeks. We know that's going to make or break our season, honestly. We know offensively we're putting together one of the best seasons ever, and we don't plan on slowing down on that end. Making and missing shots, that's a part of the game, so you can't really be worried about that. Something that travels well, can be done on a nightly basis, is getting stops, and we figure out a way to do that. And I think kudos to the guys who have been a part of the lineup change, guys who have won the starting lineup, guys who came out of the starting lineup. Everybody's been awesome about it. We've done a great job contributing and having 9-10 guys contribute every night, so it's been really good.
Mid-afternoon, we weren't sure you were going to play. What changed as the day went on?
Medical staff, we got the best medical staff in the NBA. After shoot around, I went back, laid on the treatment table, saw every trainer just to see difference of opinion and stuff like that. And everybody was needled, and everybody was confident that I'd give myself a chance to play today. And then I went to my room, and I refused to sit down or lay down. I played Super Mario Strikers, and then came here and just didn't sit down, just got ready to play.
Tyrese, what's in your DNA that in that fourth quarter, down the stretch, game is tied, you hit 2 big threes? Where do you find that from?
I just love the moment. I love playing basketball. Who doesn't? Who doesn't love that moment? It's a lot of fun, and people look at me to be a closer for this team, and guys trust me. Guys are getting me the ball in the right spots. Guys are making shots when I'm passing the ball. You don't get 20 assists without guys making shots. So we got a lot of different guys contributed tonight.
Speaking of that, you did something that's only been done by Chris Paul since 1985. 20 or more points, 20 assists, no turnovers. Can you comment?
It's cool. It's cool. I just have done a terrible job taking care of the ball lately, so it's good to see 0 turnovers again. And like I said, you don't get 20 assists without guys making shots. So just spreading the ball around. The guys are making shots for me. A lot of different guys contribute.
What about the GameCube?
Know about the GameCube? I got a Steam Deck. The Dolphin emulates GameCube. And
Played it standing?
Yeah, played it standing. We set up my suitcases on my desk and propped it up and had my controller.
Who are you against?
Me and Isaac were playing. We're in the middle of a little season mode right now, trying to win some games. We upgraded to professional level, so it's been we're all right.
You guys have upped the focus on D these last couple of weeks and a couple games in a row, allowing less than you have basically all season. Again tonight, especially as that you go on that run, 9 minutes of no scoring for you guys. Can you see the progress you guys are making on that end? That you're still ahead after a run like that. You can win a game like that today.
For sure, I think everybody should see it. You know, I think anytime you don't score for that long, especially a team like us, 2-3 weeks ago, we don't score like that, we lose that game, you know, because we're not getting any stops. We were never in that position because we didn't get any stops in the first place. So I thought we did a really good job of that. Pulled away, but part of the maturation of this group is when you get up like that, can you maintain that? We've shown that we can get down big, come back. Now can we show we can get up and maintain leads? And that's part of maturation of any young group. So just got to keep growing. Great thing about it is it's 82 games. Great thing about it is we weren't very good defensively early. We're getting a lot better now. Just got to keep improving.
Do you feel how going bigger has changed the dynamic of this team these last 2 games?
I think so. I think we just done honestly, I think it's a kudos to the guys we have in this locker room of being able to adjust on the fly and contribute. I think Obi's been really good in these last 2 games. He's really good today in that first half. And, you know, to be a guy who started the whole season and then go to that role, I think he's handled it really well. I think we have a lot of guys who have, Buddy's handled it well. Ben was starting early in the year. We got a lot of different guys handling that well and contributing the right way. So I think it's just a kudos to the guys we have in this locker room.
Tyrese, we're all going to focus on the 20 assists, obviously, but your leadership stood out, especially at the Bulls started that run in the third quarter, I believe, clapping the guys up on the bench. What were you trying to communicate to your teammates in that moment?
Just to stay poised, understanding that, you know, we're on the road, you know, there's not anybody with us, you know what I mean? We're here alone, and we all we got. We got to, you know, just have each other's back. I understand basketball is a game of runs, and the NBA is a game of runs. You know, 20 points in the NBA is really nothing. Like, you have one little 6-7-0 run, 13 now. It feels a little different for the team that's up. You know, so everybody just got to stay poised, and that's just all part of the growth of this group.
And how was the back feeling throughout the game, and especially at the end when you took over?
It's sore right now, but we don't play tomorrow, thank God. So get some rest, and I'll be ready to go.
You got 1 game left in 2023. You got the Knicks.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson, your teammate from Team USA. Your thoughts about Saturday night?
I'm excited. I'm excited to compete against him. Anytime you get to play one of the best guards in the NBA, it's a lot of fun. There's obviously going to be little added with Obi, you know, just coming from there. And I think it's going to be a lot of energy in our building, a lot of fun. Obviously, Pacers Knicks and the history of that matchup. But I think just playing it the right way. Last year, they took care of us. I think they swept us last year. So, and we were in a lot of those games. So just want to handle it the right way and come on, compete.
Any significance to the post-game celebration song? Akon locked up?
But he's been playing defense. We've been playing defense, so that's the main part of it.
Hey, Ty, you talk about the maturation of the group. What about the maturation of you and as such a young player? And what do you think is next in your ascension towards the top?
Yeah, I think it's no secret that I've went through a little bit of a slump lately, and it's been pretty cool, you know, to feel that, feel what it's like, and understand that every guy in the league has slumps like that, you know, and I just have never really had that before. Obviously, teams are guarding me a little different than they usually do, and so it's been cool to see that and grow from that, and it's been a lot of fun. And so that's all part of the growth of me as a person and a player, and just handling it the right way. And I think I'm doing a good job, but I just want to keep leading, keep winning.